42 3/4.
Woo!
The worst part is done. Now we have to redo it all again when we set the bracket.
No, thank you. We did it once. Just once enough.
Today is Tuesday, November 7th. We're out here at the pad for the house because tomorrow we get our materials delivered. We're supposed to get them delivered. So hopefully I get a phone call today regarding that and what time they're going to be here. So what we're going to do today, I got my brother here helping out. We're going to mark the locations of the post holes on the string lines that we have up, and then we're going to build some forms with the 2x4s that I ordered for the concrete footers. Just going to build up some box forms, and then when I get the tubes we can set them in there. My post holes are going to be 18-inch rounds. So we're going to make the forms at 18 by 18 in the center. For that, we're going to use two 18-inch 2x4s for the side, and then the front and the back of the form will be 30 inches so that we can stake it into the ground so it doesn't move. So right now we're just working on cutting down the boards. We need 42 post holes for the house and the garage. So we are cutting those. We're cutting 84 18-inch 2x4s, and then we're going to cut 84 30-inch 2x4s. We got most of the boards cut. We got all the 18-inch boards cut, and we got half of the 30-inch boards cut. So we're going to start putting these together so we can kind of streamline this process. So he's cutting up the rest of them. I'm going to start putting these together. So I cut a 4.5-inch spacer block so we can use that to start the form. So our longer board can go like this, and then when we put the shorter board in, we can just butt it right up next to each other. And then I can drive a screw in. So that'll be one side. Then I have another 18-inch spacer block. I'll put that in. And then that way, this board here, the hole will be exactly 18 inches. If these are a little bit off, but the closer to 18 the better, the easier it is to figure out how much concrete we need. If these are off, if we got 118, 119, 120, you'll have different size holes. So then you'll need different amounts of concrete. It makes it a lot harder. So if we're 1/8 of an inch off, it's not going to matter that much. Okay, so this is, now we got a U shape. We'll flip it over. And we'll line the other board up here again on the end. Slide this one in. 14 inches. So I'll measure across. Got 18 and 16. 18 and 18. So we're good. So there's the form. Now we'll use this for the posts. So we need to do that 42 more times for the main house and garage. And then we're gonna make a little bit smaller ones for the porches because there's a lot less weight. The trusses are a lot smaller. So for the porch, I'm gonna do 14 inch. And then also, my plans call for posts at the doors. We're gonna do a big sliding door on the back. It needs posts on both sides of there. And then posts on the man doors. For whatever reason, that's what they want. They want posts by the man door. So I'm gonna make those a lot smaller and make those 14 by 14 instead of 18 by 18, just because there's not nearly as much weight on those. I think those are 4 by 6 instead of laminated 3-ply 2 by 6s. So they definitely don't need as big of a hole. So okay, so finally got these done. We got 44, I think we needed 42, so we got a couple extra. I'm not doing the ones for the porch yet. I'm gonna wait, and then once I use up the bags of concrete there, I should have some forms that I can pull. I'm hoping that I can get, I think I need 16 for the front porch and the back porch. So if that's the case, I'm hoping I can pour 16 forms with that concrete that I have, starting on the low end. I should be able to. And then I'll just take these forms apart, shrink them down, and then I could use those for the porches. So now that those are done, we'll take the tape and we'll lay out where the brackets are gonna be. We'll spray paint them and we'll mark them on the string lines. So we got our concrete 2x4 forms all built, ready to go. And we checked the square on our building again. It's all square. We made a couple adjustments. We have our measurements here. So we're gonna go ahead and mark the string lines and then spray paint on the ground where our post holes have to be, so that then we can get the auger out here and start drilling some post holes. So the first one is gonna be right here in the corner. So I just kind of marked the two sides for this one. And then where we got our screw to the intersection here is 1 foot 5 1/8 of an inch. So we took that measurement and then added it to where on our plans where our second post needs to be, and we need to be at 6 feet 3 7/8 inches. So we'll come over here 6 feet 3 7/8 of an inch, and we're just going to put a little mark on the string line. And then we'll mark it with some spray paint. So the top here, that's where the outside of the girt will be. We're gonna end up getting probably an 18 or 20 inch auger, and I'm only gonna drill 18 inch holes. So the 18 inch auger will actually probably go 20, the 20 will go probably 22. So if it's a little bit off, it's not the end of the world, because once we drill the holes before we put the concrete, we'll put the string lines back up, and then we'll use the string lines to set the posts. So we'll run down the line, mark all these, and then we'll do the other 3 sides of the house. Where our garage and our house meets, there's only 1 row, so those share the same posts. So we really don't have to do 7 sides, 7 of the 8 sides. So we'll mark all these now, and then we'll check back in and we'll show you that they're all marked.
15, 1 and 1 8.
Okay, what was our measurement?
110 and a 4th.
Yep.
Okay, so it should be 11, 8 and 3/4.
11, 8, 3/4.
This one is 110 and 3/8. Is that right? This side one?
That's where we are here.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is that the right one?
Yep.
Okay. 5, 8 and 7/8.
It's like 110 and it's like right between 1/4 and 3/8.
I think that's what we.
What is it?
5, 8 and 7/8.
8.
15, 8 and 7/8.
I don't really want to run string lines to the porch. Well, I'll talk about that after. 15, what?
8 and 7/8. 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
7, 9 and 7. 17 feet, 7 8. So 2, 7, 1, 8.
That should be, we're already there.
Yeah. So 5, 2. Nine, 11 and 12.
9, 11 and 1/4.
17, 11 and 40. Can I flip this over? Having issues.
What was it?
17, 11 and 40.
42 and 3/4.
Woo!
The worst part is done. Now we have to redo it all again when we set the bracket.
No, thank you. We did it once. Just once enough.
We got all the post holes marked. It looks pretty good. some areas of the house to me seem small and some areas seem really big, so it's really hard to tell with just an open space. But I'll try to get this in here. So over here we got the master. It'll come out to about here. And we got our front door entryway. It'll lead to the great room in the back. And then we have 3 rooms, which would be bedrooms in the front. It's really only 2 bedrooms and a playroom area. Then in the back corner there's another bedroom and bathroom. And then between this bedroom and the bedroom in the back, there is a laundry room, another bathroom. So over here is the garage. We got 3 9-foot wide garage doors. And then the whole length is 40. So the inside of the garage should be 40 feet. The inside of the house is actually a little bit smaller. Just the way that with the 2 buildings attached together. So it's 32 feet deep. Here we got where it cuts out. You can see the little, goes in a little bit. So we got everything laid out. Next step is get the materials, and then we can start drilling and putting our footers in. So our first inspection with the county is once we get the footers drilled. So we're hoping to get those done before Thanksgiving, get them drilled, and get the first few already poured with concrete. So we got bags of concrete there. I've never set these wet set brackets before, so we ordered 82 bags of concrete. And then I'll set some brackets, and then we can go ahead and order the rest in a concrete truck. Once I get a feel for it, it should be fairly easy to get those knocked out. So that's what we'll wrap this one up. Next video will be materials for the house, and then we can finally get started on this thing. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.